Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, hopefully will be as quick as possible. We're going to discuss TV shows. So we're going to discuss the season premiere, the season finales. There will be some spoilers going on. So if you have not watched any of these shows, or you haven't seen any finales, any premieres, please do not watch this video. And here we go. So we're going to be talking about, I'm actually going to be looking over here at times because I actually have a whiteboard of all the shows that I want to talk about and discuss really quickly. So hopefully, again, it won't be too long of a video. We're just going to quickly discuss what I liked about the finales, about the premieres, and so forth. So I have 911 Lone Star, Prodigal Son, Equalizer, Masked Singer, The Bold Type. I actually just finished watching, The Upshaws. I loved it. It was hilarious. And we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. So let's get started. The first one I wanted to talk about is 911. I love 911. It's a beautiful, amazing show. If you do not watch it, you should. Let me see what I have here for notes. So last few episodes, Jennifer Love Hewitt's character Maddie was pregnant. She finally gave birth. And the crazy part is Jennifer Love Hewitt is now pregnant in real life with her third child. So I think that's actually really funny how crazy that kind of happened. I believe she's 5 months pregnant, 5 or 6 months. They did have her have postpartum in the TV show for the finale, and she's gonna get some help. I think when they come back to start filming, it will run into her maternity leave. So I'm glad they did do the postpartum, but I think it was also because she's gonna be gone for a while because she's actually pregnant in real life. But I do really appreciate how they actually incorporated that into the show, because it's not really incorporated a lot into all these different TV shows. You just see a lot of moms who are doing well, they're doing great. So I like when things of, I want to say the unknown, but more of like that doesn't happen as often, you know, are happening in these TV shows. I really actually enjoy watching those type of TV shows. So that's actually really interesting. In the finale, we also saw the Buck and Eddie. I am a huge shipper for those two. I'm hoping they're not just gay baiting us, especially since Tim Minear is, well, gay. Hopefully they're not gay baiting us, and you know, hopefully that becomes something. But I love those two. I love, you know, Buck and Christopher, and that conversation, and how, you know, Buck kind of, you know, he really melted, and it was just like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm crying with you. And he broke down, and it was so beautiful to watch that. And you see Christopher, I actually follow his Instagram page. It's amazing. I actually started watching the first video when he didn't have to use his walker, his cane anymore, stuff. He's actually walking by himself. And that I saw that first video that they posted on his Instagram. I'm going to look that up and put that down below as well. Put that information down below. And I did love Buck and Chris and that consolement that was going on. Chris was like, it's okay, Buck, it's gonna be, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I loved that. And I actually really loved when Eddie told Buck, like, if something happens to me, I don't want my parents to take him, I want you to take him, because no one's going to love my son the way you love my son. And I'm like, my life is just getting the feels. So I'm highly excited to see where they go with those two. I really enjoyed that. So that was really great. And we also have another Han on the Firefighters. So I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited to see the brothers working together, especially since when he did come, they weren't close. So I'm excited to see that for next season. I think it's going to be, did I put that down? No. So I think it's season, I want to say season 5. I want to say season 5, so I'm very excited for that. 911 Lone Star. I can't believe they killed off Tommy's husband. I do know, I want to say either Ryan or Tim, I'm not sure which one, said that, it could have been Ryan, but I know they were saying that, I guess her husband, I don't know his name in real life, but he had another TV show because I guess he was only kind of like guest star here and there, or recurring role, I should say. And he ended up getting a permanent role. But that was, sad for this show, but awesome for him. And because of that, Ryan said that, he was actually going to take their storyline with Tommy and him and do a lot for the next season, which is, I believe, season 4. But because, oh, is it season 4 or season 3? I feel like I'm like jumping ahead seasons. It's season 3, I'm sorry. Okay, so there are 2 seasons behind the 911 season, but there's season 3. So for season 3, he had actually plans, but because he ended up getting a different, different role for a different TV show or movie, he was like, the thought of kind of sharing him, kind of figuring out, okay, well, we could share you for this time. He was like, he didn't want to do all of that. So he just decided to kill him, which sucked, but I'm actually really excited to see where they go with Tommy's character. I loved Carlos watching the twins. I thought that was amazing. I was like, oh my goodness, that is so cute. Hint, hint, maybe get some little baby characters going on in the future for Carlos. And, I'm excited about that. The episode also featured Proby. Loved him. You were freaking amazing. I'm so happy they finally focused on him, and I'm so happy about how they did it. It was crazy seeing him like sit there and be like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? How am I doing this? Oh my gosh. Like kind of freak out a little bit, but kind of because of what, his disorder that he got, not a disorder. He has ADHD, I believe it is. I believe that's what it is. You see him kind of like freeze and kind of think and stuff like that. And my mom and I was like, what is he doing? Like, is he thinking? Is he figuring it out? But honestly, you see all of it come together. And he did amazing, and I'm so happy we finally got a him episode because we got everybody else episode. We got TK, we got Carlos, coming up soon. Actually, we're supposed to get some information on an episode with him. We get backstories, but we haven't had a him episode, but we're supposed to get that soon, so I'm actually really excited. But we had all the main characters type episodes, so I was really excited to see Proby do his thing, and I'm so excited. I really loved that episode, and I was like, you go, like you're freaking amazing, man. Like, it was awesome. They celebrated him, the entire cast celebrated him afterwards and stuff. They had a little party and everything. I follow all of them on Instagram. It was amazing seeing them behind the scenes. I thought it was great, and I'm so excited for season 3. Move on to Prodigal Son. Oh my goodness, it was the series finale. The network canceled it. Warner Brothers is trying to shop it around. They did try HBO Max. They did decline it. But can we talk about Malcolm killing Daddy Yo? Like, what is going on? And can we also talk about, what's her name? Hold on. Malcolm and Danny. Malcolm and Danny's kiss. Whoa. At least, even if it's not coming back, at least they got their kiss. They didn't get the happy ending, but they got their kiss. And that's all I cared about. So there's that. Equalizer, I loved how the daughter found out, and she found out the only way she can find out in her. So, she's stuck into the car, she saw the garage, she saw everything, and it was bound to happen. I knew it would happen. It's a TV show, like at some point it was gonna happen. So I'm actually really excited that that happened, and I'm really excited to see what they do with that type of storyline going forward. With her daughter, with her, to see what they do with it. So I'm actually really happy about that. I kind of want to know what that dynamic is going to be now that she knows and now that the family knows, So I'm really actually excited for that. I'm really excited for her and the cop. I think that's going to be interesting. He's kind of questioning his morals a little bit, and she's kind of questioning, do I work with a cop? Do I kind of do it their way? Do I do it my way? So it's a lot of crazy dynamics that I think is going to be going on for season 2, and I'm really excited for that. Masked Singer, jeez. First of all, this was the first season ever that we actually had people who were freaking really good in the semi-finales and end of finales, like straight. And first of all, I don't know, no offense to Nick Lachey, but I don't know how Piglet won over Omarion and JoJo, okay? Omarion was the Yeti. He got kicked out after semi-finals. I don't know how he got kicked out in the Piglet state, but whatever's. And then Piglet won over freaking Black Swan, like, which I knew was JoJo, by the way, since the beginning. But how that happened, I don't know, but whatever. I think everyone is still like even in the comments, people was like, there's no way Nick Lachey was way above JoJo. That's not possible. But each their own. I actually just finished watching the Upshaws. I loved it. I thought it was really cool, really funny. I was like dying laughing. I like the ending where you see this little girl, she's like, oh, I'm his daughter. It's funny because I don't think she is. I think she probably just, it's probably one of those like, oh, like if they get in the next season, hopefully Netflix renews it, but if they do, it's gonna be one of those like, oh, I'm just joking, like I'm here to see, you know, him about whatever, so her dad. So I don't think it is. It could be because they kept hinting at that, where it was like, oh, I thought we was about to get a triplet and stuff. Every time there was some secret, it was like, yo, I thought we was about to get a triplet up in here. And I'm like, so they did keep hinting that like the last 3 episodes and stuff. So it could be, but like, bitch, where would you come from? Little girl, where did you come from? You ain't my wife's daughter. You ain't my ex-girl's daughter or ex-mistress' daughter. Whose daughter is you? Like, you gotta go back in the archives a little bit. So I also find it really weird that they keep saying like triplet as if his son and the daughter are twins, because their birthdays are on different days. But I guess because their birthdays are only like a week or 2 apart, they say they're twins. Like, I don't know. Because I'm like, but he said his birthday was this week. Her birthday is this week. They're not born on the same thing. So I guess it's just, I don't know. I guess it's a thing that people do now. I don't know. But that will be all for the TV show's finale. And now let's get started on the TV show's summer premiere of The Bold Type. Hey, so with The Bold Type, I'm so excited. First off, I have never watched the last episode. Season 4 was the worst season of it all. It was just so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. They had Asia D sit there and talk to the executives, made a whole entire Instagram post about it. Like, it was just so horrible. That's how horrible. When you have one of your characters, one of your actors, excuse me, who plays the main character and stuff, have to go to the executives, go to the studio, go to the network to sit there and discuss this, and then got put on Instagram. You know you real bad. You know, you already know. So I'm glad at least they have this chance to finish it up with season 5. They're finishing up with 6 episodes. That sucks, but it's okay. I'm actually really happy it's finishing. I'm like, honestly, the show kind of ran its course. There's no need for it anymore. It was over after like season 3 part A, but that's just me. I'm excited to see what they do with Kat Edison, to see they bring Adina back. Actually, I think they are. They showed like behind the scenes. I follow these people on Instagram. They showed the behind the scenes of them where Adina comes back. They's doing a video call and stuff, and they did show the behind the scenes. I know for next episode 2, Richard comes home to New York. He's only supposedly supposed to be in 1 episode. I don't know if that's true or not, but I guess this is his way of him and Sutton getting their closure. My sister said there's a way to be married where you don't have to take care of the kid, but the husband can. She's kind of crazy and a little bit youngster, so I don't know, but there is no way for that to work. I've always said since the beginning, like, they will not last. And my sister was like, I always rooted for them. And I was like, I never said I didn't like them. I said they won't last. And because I knew from this, they would get to this point, because in the very beginning, either season 1 or season 2, Richard did state that he wants kids. He kind of stated it in one of those passing moments where he was like, I want kids, you know what I mean? I want to be able to watch TV with them and do certain things with them and stuff. It was stated. And then Sutton's response was, oh, I don't know, I never really thought about it, you know, I don't know if I would want it and stuff. And then it kind of, I guess they got so caught into something that it kind of just went over their heads, and it was just like, and then like a few episodes later he proposed. They were only dating for like 6 months, so how that proposal got there, don't know. But when I saw that and stuff, I was like, that ain't gonna last. I said, that ain't gonna last at all. Either I want to say season 1 or right in the beginning of season 2, because it was kind of a quick thing where it was like, we talked about it in a passing grace, and we just ain't never discuss it ever again until we came to this point where it's like, okay, I want kids now that we're married, I want kids. And she was pregnant, she miscarried, and she's like, well, I don't want no kids. And it was like, but I do. And it's like, I'm happy they're divorcing, because, which PS, they kind of are, because behind the scenes, she never wore a ring. So I took that as a divorce, and then when season premiere started, I figured, I guess they really are divorcing. But I am happy, because honestly, if I'm saying that I want, that's why there's certain things you talk about before you get married. You got to talk about if you want kids, because you don't want to be in their predicament, okay? Talk about if you want kids, where you want to live, because I know of people who they want to live in different places, but because they both live in the same place right now, they're good. But then, you know, you get married and it's like you want time to settle down. They want to have kids. It's like, yeah, I want kids. I want like 3 kids. I want to live in the country. And the person's like, I want to live in the city. What you mean kids? I don't want no kids. What? And then that's when it's good, like, because it's like you get married, the whole thing of settling down is like, we gotta settle. No, these are things you need to talk about before you get married, especially if you're trying to rush a marriage because you just started dating 6 months ago, you get engaged, and within the next year, stuff like that, you get married. You're like, bitch, you did it way too fast for me. But these are things that some people don't talk about. Some people do, you know, some people do discuss it, but some people don't, and it becomes this type of problem. And I'm actually really glad that they are divorcing, because they could find the people that are right for them. They're not the only people in the world. Guess what? He will find somebody who wants kids and who he will love and be in love with more, and will have more of more compatibility with. And the same goes for her. Yeah, you're in love with somebody, but you'll find somebody that you're in love with again, that you love even more, that you're more compatible with, and that fits your goals. So I'm actually really happy that they're sticking with her of not wanting kids, that they won't sit there and like have her in the last 6 episodes. Yeah, like, I will have kids for you. Like, no, you don't want kids. He wants kids. It's okay to sit there and separate. You know what I mean? Like, hello, how many celebrities we've seen, or family members we've seen, or even parents where you're like, but you know, you were together for like 30 years. What you mean you're divorcing? It's okay. It does not matter how long you've been together. If you're not compatible anymore, it's okay to sit there and divorce and move on to people who are compatible with who you are now. Whether you got together at 20 and divorcing at 60, guess what? I'd rather die happy knowing that I moved on with somebody who's compatible with who I am now, than die saying, well, you know, we've been together for 30 years. After the 30 years, we really ain't care for each other the next 30 years, but we just, like, no, just move on, move your separate ways. This turned out to be a long episode. It was something definitely long. It was not supposed to be this long, but I guess because there's so much to talk about, it became long, but really sorry. But I hope you guys really enjoyed the short version as I could get with my TV show finales and the TV show, oh Lord, my TV show summer premiere. If you guys don't watch them, you should watch them. It's really good. If you decide to watch Prodigal Son or not, up to you, because it's canceled. So hey, bye guys. Have a great day.